Maya Angelou was born Marguerite Ann Johnson on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Her parents sent her and her brother Bailey to Stamps, Arkansas to live with her grandmother after their marriage ended. In Stamps, Maya experienced racial discrimination, but she also learned the faith and values of traditional African American family, community, and culture. After a couple months, her brother and she moved back to live with her mother and her mother's boyfriend for a while. When she was living there, the boyfriend violated her and threatened her not to tell anyone. Eventually, she told, and he was arrested, and after released, he was found kicked to death. After this incident, she moved back to Stamps with her grandmother and became a mute for 5 years, stunned about the incident. A family friend, Miss Bertha Flowers, helped her regain her speech and introduced her to authors such as Charles Dickens and William Shakespeare, who changed her life. How did Maya feel after the incident?
Well, she was scared. She felt like she was responsible for that man's death because she told what happened. In fact, she was so shocked by the whole thing that she was not able to speak for many years. Many people feel like I was the one who helped her regain her speech.
What did you do to help her regain her speech?
Well, I introduced her to some of my favorite British authors. You know, like William Shakespeare and Charles Dickens and the like. She loved them. And I think that's what got her started writing.
At age 14, Maya moved to California to live with her mother and attended George Washington High School. Her love for the arts also won her a scholarship to study dance and drama at San Francisco's Labor School. 3 weeks after graduating, she gave birth to her son, Guy, at age 17. As a young single mother, she worked as a waitress and cook, trying to figure out how to raise her son and be successful. Once she began to start performing, she loved it, and so she later became a dancer and sang gospel music. In 1952, she married Tosh Angelos, but the marriage lasted only about 2.5 years. She was in the traveling production of Porgy and Bess, as long as many other productions.
When my mother, Dr. Maya Angelou, was performing all the time, taking traveling gigs and such, it was often very hard for both of us. Me being her son, I was very young and needed her help, and I wanted her to be there with me, and she didn't want to be there too. So, whenever she had to leave me for a long time, she was very disappointed. So eventually, she only started taking gigs that would allow me to come with her.
In 1960, Maya married Vasumi Maki. He was a civil rights activist and was extremely kind to Guy and Maya. They moved to Egypt and lived there together for 3 years before the marriage ended. Maya and Guy then moved to Western Africa from 1962 to 1965 for Guy to go to the University of Ghana. While she was in Africa, she met Malcolm X and they helped the civil rights movement together. Many authors inspired her to write her first autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which was published in 1970. In 1973, Angelou had her third marriage with Paul Defoe. The two shared a passion for cooking and both loved her son Guy. Gathered Together in My Name, the second volume of her autobiography, was published in 1974. Singin' and Swingin' and Getting Merry Like Christmas, the third volume of her autobiography, was published in 1976. In the 1970s, she also published many volumes of poems, such as Give Me a Cool Drink of Water Before I Die, Oh, Pray My Wings Are Gonna Fit Me Well, and Still I Rise. Her poems have been praised by a ton of critics for their human warmth, honesty, strength, and deep-rooted sense of personal pride. In addition to all this writing, she also taught, toured, lectured, and kept on performing and won many awards. By the end of the 1970s, she had co-written the teleplay of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which would only make her career more successful. In 1981, she divorced Paul DeFeu, and she moved to North Carolina to teach at Wake Forest University. In 1988, Maya was arrested in an anti-apartheid rally in Berkeley, California. She said when the African American police arrested her hands were shaking and she asked for her autograph.
Inspiring.
Perfect.
Truly amazing.
Great dancer.
She's doggone awesome.
She's great!
My mother is one great woman. She always stands up for what she believes in and will do whatever it takes to get her goals accomplished. She impacts so many people every day, and I will always admire her for that.
Maya Angelou is a great person and is an inspiration to us all. Thank you for watching, and this has been a Megan Brown production.